Next, please join me in welcoming Susan Marshall, who will be presenting Rhythm Bath.
Hello, I'm Susan Marshall. I am a choreographer, and I am also the parent of an autistic man. The inspiration for this project came when I went with my then teenage son to a performance installation by the artist Anne Hamilton. At this installation, there were 42 swings moving through this vaulted space. We were in heaven. My art-loving son loves to swing, but as he has aged, that has become a stigmatizing activity for him. But here, we were swinging beside other art lovers, bankers, and people on lunch break, and it was a piece of heaven to me. And I wanted more places like this, where people could move freely and share an aesthetic experience with the people they love in the company of others doing the same thing. It's been in theaters like this, conventional theaters, that I have presented the bulk of my choreographic work, and that has meant that my son, who needs to move a lot, and who also makes involuntary sounds like humming and whistling, has not been able to attend my performances. Because theater etiquette would deem his way of being as disruptive. So my son is not alone. Many autistic people are both active and vocal. For the past 3 years, I have been creating Rhythm Bath in collaboration with neurodiverse individuals and also with a MacArthur Award-winning set designer, Mimi Lien. The resulting performance is a paradigm shift in theater going. Audiences can come and go as they please. There's a choice of seating. The dance at Rhythm Bath happens all around you. The model is more of a full-bodied sensory experience. You can feel the movement of the air as the dancers go by you. You can feel the vibration of the floor from their footsteps. Rhythm Bath explores what it means to be surrounded by dancing bodies moving in synchrony. And it also investigates the power of rhythm to connect us to ourselves and to each other. Our hope is that this paradigm shift will lessen the isolation that is experienced by neurodiverse individuals and their families. But to do that and to make that impact, we have to widen the scope. We want to collaborate with artists and other theater venues to use aspects of our innovation to create new performance opportunities that will serve to bring neurotypical and neurodiverse audiences together to share art. Also, this serves many more people than the neurodiverse. I bet many of you have bad backs and weak bladders and would like to move around, and this kind of work would allow that to be possible. Also, we'd like to work with neuroscientists to understand the effect that this is actually having on the nervous system of our audiences, because it does have a calming effect. So in conclusion, it's time for more inclusive options in our culture, and I hope that people will take some of the innovations we've used here to make more inclusive in design for public spaces in general. Thank you.